Looney Loomerrrrrs, Joyce here. Welcome back to another one of my tutorials. And today we're going to be making a hook-only bracelet again, so without the loom. And this one is from a very talented former loomer, Winnie Nagel, who is Danish. And she has agreed to let me make some tutorials for her. So thank you, Winnie. I really appreciate it. Now, she hasn't been looming for quite some time, but she has made a lot of really cute and wonderful designs, and some of these have not made it into a tutorial yet. So I am definitely going to make a few more for her in the future. And keep an eye on my socials around Christmas, because she has made some really great designs for the holidays that I will be making tutorials for as well. So you can decorate your home with those, okay? I'll put a link to her Instagram down in the description box so you can see more of her creations and designs. But it is easiest if you search for her designs and creations by using the hashtag you see on your screen right now. So Winnie Nagel. Now stay tuned till the end of this video, because I will tell you all the tags and everything you can use when you post your creation, so that both me and Winnie don't miss out on them. And I will also tell you how you can contact me if you want me to do a tutorial for one of your own designs. Now, as you can probably hear, I am still battling COVID. I am so sorry about my voice and the sniffles. You will probably hear me sniff a lot during this video, so I apologize beforehand. Okay, enough snip snap. Let's grab some stuff and let's get looming. For this design you will need your hook, of course. Now you can definitely just use your regular loom hook for this design, because there won't be a lot of bands on your hook, but you will have to pinch and turn the design when you start working on the other side, because this design is symmetrical. So that means that what we do on the left side, we also do on the right side. Okay, so we're going to be doing a lot of sliding and turning. Now the pattern itself really isn't hard at all, but it does have some nice loony steps in it, just as you would expect in my tutorials, right? So I'll go slow and steady so you can just follow along with me. But a double-ended hook is definitely preferable here, and I am going to start using my Loom hook for the first time today in my tutorials. I really love it because, I don't know if you can see it, but the cup or the bowl on the hook is so much deeper and more pronounced than on the regular crochet hook. So your bands don't go popping off and flying to Mars when you try to pull them under each other and everything. So of course you will need your C-clip for closing purposes. I will be keeping my cap band in check and close my bracelet off first with my little stitch marker over here, because C-clips and me just don't match. And we'll need some bands, of course. I will be using two colors for this bracelet, in the same color scheme as this one over here, with the neon tie-dyes, which give it this nice colorful effect despite only using two different bands. But you can choose whatever colors you want to, of course. I will be laying out the pattern for you again and putting thumbnails in the top corner. So please remember, you can always pause the video to catch up, rewind to watch something again, and of course you can always speed up if I'm going too slow for you. I will always put timestamps in my tutorials, so you can find certain parts really quickly by clicking the timestamps or the chapters in the description box below. Okay? So as I said, I will be laying out the pattern for you again later, just like I did with the previous hook-only bracelets, so you can match your colors up with that pattern. And I'll post the two thumbnails in the corner right there again as well, for referencing the pattern and the design. We're going to start working on the actual pattern almost immediately, but let's put some bands on our hook first, okay? And I've said it before, all beginnings and endings of hook-only designs are always a bit different from the rest of the pattern, so just follow along and pay close attention. Now, of course, we're going to have to start by putting a cap band on our hook, and I always use the same color as the middle bands over here. So that is the middle color, okay? So that's white for me. And to make the cap band, you simply place the band on your hook, give it a twist, put the other end on your hook, giving that figure 8 shape. That is your cap band. And of course, I'm keeping mine in check again with my little stitch marker over here, so I'm putting that on. Now the first band we're going to pull through is a band in the side color. That is that band that you see right here going up the sides. That's actually one band going through the middle here, you see. So for me that is tie-dye, and you pull this band under both loops of your cap band, and before closing it up you are going to pick up the loop of the cap band that is farthest away from your hook. So that's band number 1, so to speak. Then you close it up. Now make sure that these bands stay in the correct order. Okay, so your side colored band should be band number 1, and then your cap band loop, and then your outside color band again. And the next band that you're going to be pulling through is your middle colored band. So kind of like the base color here. So that's white for me. And you're going to pull it under the first 2 loops on your hook. And before closing it up, you are going to pick up loop number 1. Now you see they already came undone here, but you want to be picking up that side colored band, okay? So it's very important that your bands stay in the correct position. Now before closing it up, what I want you to do, here comes the loony part already of this tutorial, is move everything to the tip of your hook, and you're going to push this band over the first band and over the tip of your hook. Okay, so the second band, the band that you just pulled through, the middle colored band, band 1, band 2, you're going to push band 2 over the first band and over the tip of your hook. Okay, then you're closing it up. And then you're doing the same thing again. Move everything to the end of your hook. And you're going to pull that second band over band number 1 and over the tip of your hook. Sometimes you just have to help it a bit. Whatever works for you. Use your hands, your feet, your teeth, whatever. Okay, you pull it over and that's it. Now we're going to slide everything to the other side and turn it around. Or if you do not have a double-ended hook, you need to pinch these 2 bands. Take your hook out really carefully. Put it in on the other side and turn your hook around. And now we can start working on this side. Now before we start adding more bands, we first have to pick up the other side of the cap band that's down here. Okay, so you pinch off your band number 1, take your hook out very carefully, pick up the other end of that cap band, put that on your hook and close it up. Okay, that should look like this right now. You see, I've picked up the other end of that cap band. So your outside color band again is number 1 and your cap band is in the middle. Now we're going to pull through another band of your middle colored band, that base color. We're doing the same thing as we did on the other side. So you're going to pull it under the first 2 loops on your hook. And then you're going to pick up band number 1. So that's that outside colored band. And then before closing it up, we are first going to slide everything to the tip of our hook. Push our second band over the first and over the tip of our hook and drop it off. Then we close it up. And we do that same thing again. Everything to the end of your hook. Grab that second band and drop it over the first band and over the end of your hook. Okay, so that makes your hook look like this right now. And that's almost the end of the pattern. We're going to pinch off our first band now, and we're going to pick up, in this case it's the cap band, but it will always be the band that you see between these 2 curlies over here. You see, so you're going to pick up both ends here of that cap band, in this case, between those outer curls. And then you close it up. And now we are going to go back to our side colored bands, and we're going to pull that under all 4 bands on our hook. And before closing it up, we are going to pick up band number 1 and band number 4. Sorry, band number 1 and band number 4, okay. And then we close it up. There. And now we're actually already at the start of the pattern. So let me lay out the pattern for you and put the thumbnails up. Okay, so as I said before, the pattern itself is really short and simple. It's only 3 bands really. The first thing that we're always going to do is add our side colored band. And we're going to be pulling that under the 4 bands on our hook, what we just did. right? And pick up band 1 and 4. And then we're going to be adding one band on either side, that middle colored band. That's kind of that base color here. And we're going to do that loony step where we pull the bands over the edge twice. And then we're already back at the top of the pattern again. So the pattern itself is really only, 3 bands, but it's just a few steps in between that we have to do. Okay, let's get back to it. Okay, so we just pulled the topmost band of the pattern through already, right? We pulled it under 4 bands on our hook and we picked up band number 1 and band number 4. So now we can add another middle colored band again, that base color. And you pull it under the first 2 loops on your hook. Make sure that these 2 bands stay in the correct order, that your side color is always on the outside. Okay, these bands really have a tendency to come undone. So just keep an eye on that. Of course, you can always fix it when that happens, okay? So you pull it under the first 2 bands on your hook. Before closing it up, you pick up that side colored band, which should be band number 1. Then you move everything to the tip of your hook. You pull band number 2. You push it over the tip of your hook and over the first band. Then you close it up and you do the same thing again. Band number 2, you pull it over band number 1 and over the tip of your hook and drop it off. Now we can slide everything to the other side, turn it around. And as you can see, the bands came undone because that side colored band should be on the outside and it always has to go under that base colored band, okay? So just wiggle it and pull it under a bit until it's in the correct order again, okay? Now we're going to pull through another one of our base colored bands under the first 2 loops on your hook. Keep making sure they stay in the correct order. Pick up that outside band again, band number 1, which should be that side colored band. Move everything to the end of your hook. Push band 2 over band number 1 and over the hook. Then we close it up and we do the same thing again. Band number 2 over band number 1 and over the end of your hook and close it up. And now we are going to pick up those bands down below. So you pinch off band number 1, open up your design a bit so you can have a good look. And you want to be picking up this band you see poking through here. That one. So it's between these outside curls, you see? That band over there. And on the other side as well, that band over here. It's between those curls on the outside. So don't pick up these middle ones here, but pick up the ones between the curls. That one and that one. And then you close it up. And now you're truly at the start of the pattern. So I'm going to do a few more of these sections with you. And I will put the timestamp pattern repeat right here. So you can always go back to this point to finish our bracelet together. If you got it from here, you go to the timestamp that says closing up when your bracelet is long enough and you're back at this point. So I can show you how to finish up your bracelet and you can put your C-clip on here. Okay? I'm going to do a few more sections with you. Okay, so we're back at the start of the pattern again. And the first band you're going to pull through is that side colored band. And you're pulling it under all 4 bands on your hook. And before closing it up, you're going to pick up band number 4, which is closest to your hook. And band number 1, which is farthest away from your hook. And then you close it up. Now again, make sure that these bands stay in the correct order, which they hardly ever do, but at least you know how to fix it, okay? So then you're going to pull through your base color again, that middle color. You pull it under the first 2 loops on your hook. Try to keep them in the correct order, but don't worry if they don't. And then you're going to pick up that side colored band, which should be band number 1. And before closing it up, you are going to slide everything to the tip of your hook, pull or push or tear or whatever band number 2 over band number 1 and over the tip of your hook, drop it off, close it up, do the same thing again. You take band number 2, you pull it over band number 1 and over the tip of your hook and drop it off. Now you're going to slide and turn everything to the other side. You will definitely probably have to fix these bands again. For me, they always come undone. I think it also matters what kind of bands that you use. If you use regular opaques, they have a tendency to stay in place better, but just use whatever bands you want to, guys. Okay, then again, same thing as on the other side. Your base color band, you pull it under the first 2 loops on your hook. You pick up band number 1, which should be that side colored band. Everything to the end of your hook. Push band 2 over band 1 and over the tip of your hook and drop it off. Then you close up and you do the same thing. Band number 2 over band number 1 and over the tip of your hook and drop it off. Now we're going to pick up those 2 bands down below again. So you pinch off band number 1, get a good hold on it, and you pick up your bands between those curls here, right? So that's this one and the curls here. So that's that one. Sometimes they poke up a little bit like this one here. And then you close up and we're back at the start of the pattern again. So we're going to pull through our side collar under the first, under all 4 loops on our hook. Pick up hook, loop number 4 and loop number 1. Close it up. Get your middle collar band, pull it under the first 2 loops on your hook. Before closing it up, pick up loop number 1, which should be that side collar. Slide everything to the end of your hook. Push band 2 over band 1 and over the tip of your hook. Close it up. Do the same thing again. Band number 2 over band number 1 and over the tip of your hook. Drop it off. Slide and turn. Fix your bands if you have to. That side colored band should always go under that base colored band, so it's on the outside. Pull another base color under the first 2 loops on your hook. Pick up band number 1, which is that side color. Put everything on the end of your hook. Push band number 2 over band number 1 and over the tip of your hook. Close it up. Do that again. Band number 2 over band number 1 and over the end of your hook. Drop it off. Now we're going to open up our bracelet again, and we're going to pick up those bands between the curls. So that's that one over here and that one over here that's poking up a bit already. See? Close it up and back at the top of the pattern. So we pull our side colored band under 4 loops on our hook. Before closing it up, you pick up band number 4 and band number 1. Close it up. And now we're going to add our base colors again. So under 2 loops on our hook, pick up that side colored band. Push everything to the end of your hook. And make sure that band number 2 goes over band number 1 and over the end of your hook. Close it up. Again, band number 2 goes over band number 1 and over the end of your hook. Then we're going to slide and turn everything again. Fix our bands. Our base color again on this side under the first 2 loops on your hook. Pick up the outside loop. Everything to the end of your hook. Push your band number 2, oops, my nail is in the way, over the tip of your hook and over band number 1. Close it up. Again, band number 2, pull it over band number 1 and over the tip of your hook and drop it off. Don't forget to pick up the bands down under here, between, oops, I was totally out of frame there. I'm sorry, between those curlies. Okay, so that's, ooh, I have too many bands here. There, and here, this one between the curls. Close it up, and now we're back at the start of the pattern. Okay, now if you want to finish the bracelet together, you can go back to where it says pattern repeat, and we can continue making our bracelet together. or if you think you got it from here, just finish it on your own and meet me back to where it says closing up your bracelet when you're at this point, so I can show you how to make a nice finish and where you can put your C-clip on. Once your bracelet is long enough and you're ready to put your C-clip on, we will be back at the start of a new section, and that whole section is almost the same as we've been doing this whole time. So you're going to pull your side band under 4 loops on your hook, pick up loop number 4 and loop number 1, close it up, and we're going to add our base colored bands on both sides in the same fashion as we've been doing this whole time. So you pull it under the first 2 loops on your hook, pick up band number 1, put band number 2 over the edge and over band number 1, close it up, do that same thing again, slide and turn, fix your bands, add another one of your base color, pick up band number 1. This is a very finicky bracelet, guys, but I love how it looks, so it's worth it. Band number 2 over the tip of your hook and over band number 1, close it up, same thing again, there. And now this is where we would normally pick up the bands down here between the curls, right? But instead of doing that, you're simply going to put your C-clip on here, and that's it. There you have it, the super fun and quirky Zippit bracelet by Winnie Nagel. Well, that was it for today, my Looney Loomers. I hope you all had fun making this beautiful Zippit bracelet by Winnie Nagel. I really love it. It's so easy yet so quirky and fun to make it, and it really looks like a zipper, right? I think that is where the name came from. So when you have made this bracelet and you post it on social media, please be sure to tag me and Winnie in the pictures and the captions using the hashtags you see on your screen right now, so we can all admire your creations and we don't miss out on seeing them. And I will also put those tags in the description box below, of course, so you can see them there. Please do not forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel with the button you see on your screen right here. Come find me on Instagram and Facebook too, please, for more of my content and creations. The link for that is in the description box below as well. And if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to message me here on Facebook or on Instagram. Shoot me a private message if you want to. You are always welcome with me. And should you have made a design you want me to make a tutorial for, please feel free to contact me for that as well. Send me some pictures if you can, and we can see if I can make a tutorial for you as well. I am really looking for bracelets made on the loom, preferably 3 bars wide, since I have a ton of hook-only designs waiting for me already, and a lot of wide loom designs. But really, everything is welcome here. Just send me if you got something, and we'll take a look at it together. Okay, I plan on making tutorials for ages to come, so be creative. Stay tuned, turn on your notifications for more of my designs and tutorials coming up. Stay colorful, stay creative, and most of all, stay loony. That's all, folks.